Hey guys, welcome to LawnCareMadeEasy.com. I'm Zach Stroud. Today we're going to go over a couple of techniques and how to mow your lawn. I know it's July and it's getting hot, and we probably won't be doing that a lot here for maybe a couple of months, but it's good to know how to mow your lawn the correct way, especially during these hot months. So we'll be right back and we'll get into that. During this time, you want to cut your lawn at about 3 inches, okay? Because that's going to help protect that moisture at the bottom of those grass roots. Otherwise, if you're cutting it too short and you're not getting enough rain, now if you have some irrigation, that might be something you can do, but if you're cutting it too short and you don't have irrigation and you're not watering your lawn, then you may be causing some problems of the lawn drying out, okay? So those grass roots will start to dry out, and then they'll die, and then you'll have weeds come in. So on my lawnmower here, I got it set to 3 inches, okay? And all I did is I moved these little tabs. And I move them forward. If I go forward with the tabs, that's going to lower my deck, okay? If I move backwards, deck's going to come up. So what I did is all I do is take a ruler and I just measure my deck, and it has to be on a level surface, okay? So you can't do it in the lawn. It has to be on a level surface. And I just adjust those tabs. And I usually just use a push mower for the area that I'm going to demonstrate today. And so I have it at around 3 inches, which is good. And I don't bag as much in the summer as I do in the spring. So I do a little bit of bagging in the spring because I get a lot of growth in, but right now I can put the clippings back on there because I cut this probably about every 2 weeks. But I do not want to cut it short. I let it grow a little bit longer than I usually do, just for this purpose of this video. So I'm going to start this thing up, and I'm going to show you the difference it looks now from what it'll look like when we're finished mowing. And plus, those roots will be protected by the shade of the grass blades, okay? So let's do it. Okay guys, so I've done a couple of strips here back and forth, and you can see over here, if you'll come over in this area, and you can see over here where the grass is about most likely around 3 inches as we measured our mower. Now you're going to have a lawn that's it's not going to be perfect, okay? So it's going to be a little bumpy, okay? Not all lawns are perfect. So you might have some low spots and you'll have some high spots. So it might be a little bit longer somewhere else than it is, on the high ground here. So, because I have a little bit of a slope there. Sometimes we park in the grass if we have to get cars out of the way. So sometimes that happens. But you can see where it's going to put some shade on these roots. You can see right there where the blade is kind of shading those roots a little bit. Okay, and all that's going to do is help this grass kind of stay moist. It's not going to dry it out completely. There are just a couple of the weeds in here I need to get out, but you can see mostly that the grass is shading that like we want. And you'll see right here, I do have some grass clippings, but those are just kind of get down in there and it'll just start to decompose. But the main thing you want to do here is protect your grass roots during the hot of the summer, okay? Because they can grow out quick. And this is a warm season grass, so this is zoysia, Palisade zoysia. It can take the heat, but if you cut it too low, skin it or something like that, it will start to die out, okay? So if you're wanting to kind of keep your grass alive during this time of hot, dry summers, then you want to keep it at about 3 inches. 4 could be a little bit too long. I think from what I measured in here, I got a 3-inch deck, This is probably closer to maybe close to 5, okay, before I cut it. I don't really like to let it get that tall, but I just wanted for the demonstration and the contrast here between the short grass and the taller grass when I cut it. That way you'd be able to see that the 3 inches is giving you some shade on those roots. So I'll cut my lawn like this the rest of the summer, probably up until probably the middle of September here. I live in South Carolina, so it does stay hot up until, you know, maybe 1st of August. And then it starts cooling off a little bit. So I'll go a little bit lower then, but I'll do another video on that then. So right now I'm going to finish this up, and I may water it. I don't have irrigation here, so I may put some water on it because I don't think we expect a lot of rain here in the next couple of days. But I think right now I just put some, you know, a sprinkler on it, get it wet after I cut it, and hopefully those roots will be protected. I hope this helps you out, and I hope you have a great day. It's July 4th, and I hope you're celebrating with your family. Have a good day, guys. Thank you.